So I'm Chandni Agarwal and I run a company called YogiBear Collectives. YogiBear Collectives is a creative community. Basically, we're a creative incubator. What we do is we help anybody who's got a good concept to develop and build the concept into an actually sellable product. So it can be audio, video, visual, text, anything in any of these departments, concept and creative line based, and we'd help them develop it into a full-fledged brand of its own. That's what YogiBear does. In the process of that, we obviously meet a lot of artists and we create collaborative communities of these artists. This is one of our first projects, which is a photography collective. What am I getting in return? Lots of love.
Chandni Agarwal, under her company YogiBear Collectives, she came up with the idea that as our background of the play is also having a photographer and a photo gallery, why not give a platform? Because YogiBear's idea is about giving a platform to budding and amateur artists, creators, and people in different fields who are trying to find resources, means, and some platform to showcase their work and their talent.
The Photography Collective is basically a one-day exhibition. It's a free exhibition and it's got 10 photographers from in and around the city. Some are amateurs, some are professional commercial photographers. And they've been really gracious and, handed over prints and wanted to be part of this group.
किसी एक फोटोग्राफ में क्या एक कहानी ढूंढ सकते हो, उसका पास्ट बता सकते हो, फ्यूचर बता सकते हो। अगर ये आप एक सिंगल शॉट से बता सकते हैं, मेरे ख्याल से वो एक बहुत अच्छी फोटोग्राफी है। इट डज नॉट नीड टू बी द बेस्ट कलर्ड, बेस्ट लुकिंग और शार्प और एनीथिंग। इट जस्ट नीड्स टू टेल अ स्टोरी व्हिच इज वर्थ। तो ये मुझे अच्छा लगा कि एक सिंगल फ्रेम के साथ, like picture is worth 1,000 words, सिंगल फ्रेम के साथ अगर आप कहानी सुना सकते हैं, there is nothing as powerful as that.
Since engineering, I used to click pictures with phone or whatever I get. So after completion of my engineering, the first thing when I got an IT job, the first thing in my mind was to buy a camera, good camera. So I saved up myself and I bought my first camera. And through that, wherever I travel, in my backpack there will be camera compulsory. Even I bought it here.
इस हिसाब से देखता हूँ खुद को, मैं एक स्टोरी टेलर हूँ, कथाकार हूँ, कहानी बताता हूँ, वो लेंस के थ्रू हो या कलम के थ्रू हो, अपने लिखाई के माध्यम से या अपनी फ़ोटो के माध्यम से. That's how I look at it.
When I was a kid, I saw a few of my cousins capturing photos through a camera. So I always wanted to use that instrument. What is this instrument? I always wanted to use it, and I thought it would be very easy. It's just like clicking a button. But when I actually started exploring what it is through my course, I got to know, it is not as easy as I thought. So it just inculcated my curiosity. Everything got more, and that's how I got to interested to pursue photography.
చిన్నప్పటి నుండి ఆమెంటూ అంటే ఆర్ట్స్లో చూస్తూ పెరిగింది. మా తాతయ్య హీజ్ ఇంటూ లిటరేచర్ అండ్ ఎట్ ద సేమ్ టైం మా తాతయ్యలో ఫ్రెండ్ ఉన్నారు పిల్లి సుదర్శన్ అనేసి. సో దాసి సినిమాకి ఆయన ఫోటోగ్రాఫర్ వర్క్ చేశారు. సో హీజ్ అ నేషనల్ అవార్డ్ విన్నర్. సో ఇట్లా అంటే ఫ్యామిలీలో మా ఫాదర్ వాజ్ ఎ గుడ్ రెనోడ్ ఫోటోగ్రాఫర్ బేసిక్ అప్పుడు మోనో సెషన్లో ఉన్నప్పుడు. సో ఇవన్నీ అంటే అది ఎక్స్ప్లోర్ చేసుకుంటున్నాం అంతే.
Photography, actually, since my childhood, I used to capture photographs, and that time I could not get a good camera. But my hobby started when I was in class 7, 8. Then I used to take a photograph. That time, the Fuji roll camera was there. So whenever I used to go anywhere, I used to click photographs. I love photography. That's why I am here, and my wife, she always encouraged me to do the photography. and I am more into wildlife and bird photography.
It's more about that community forming, so that they can have like conversations. One of the hardest things about art and pursuing art is that you find a lot of roadblocks. And if you don't have a lot of friends, you start feeling very alone because you don't have that MNC support that you generally have with something else. This creates a community which allows you to have that support. So let's say you're feeling really down, you will talk to 5 other artists who are like at a similar, platform as you, or you might actually meet an artist who's managed to do better, and you either get inspired or you get to share your, grievances. So that's the whole idea behind the whole thing. Not to mention, you can also, a lot of work can be generated. So now if this collective gets together and decides to come up with a new concept, so there are 10 incredible artists who can work together to come up with something, right? So that's the agenda behind the whole thing.
నేను చెప్పినట్టు ఇందాక లైక్ ఆ మూమెంట్స్ని క్యాప్చర్ చేయడం అనేది నా మెయిన్ మోటివ్. సో ఏదైనా నాకు అరే వీళ్ళు చేసే పని బాగుంది, లేకపోతే వీళ్ళ ఫేస్ చాలా ఫోటోజెనిక్, వీళ్ళ ఇది చాలా బ్యూటిఫుల్ పిక్చర్ అవ్వచ్చు, ఈ మూమెంట్ అనేది లేకపోతే ఈ ఫ్రేమ్ అనేది చాలా బ్యూటిఫుల్ ఉండొచ్చు అని అనిపిస్తే ఐ జస్ట్ క్లిక్. అంటే నేను ఇలా సెట్టింగ్స్ అని అప్పటికప్పుడు చూసుకుని క్లిక్ చేయడం. అంటే టు బి వెరీ ఆనెస్ట్, నాకు టెక్నికల్లీ అంత నాలెడ్జ్ లేకపోయినా ఐ నో వెరీ బేసిక్స్ ఆఫ్ ఫోటోగ్రఫీ అనమాట. లైక్ ఐఎమ్ స్టిల్ లెర్నింగ్. కానీ లైక్ ఎప్పుడైనా లైక్ ఇలా ఆపర్చునిటీ వస్తే లైక్ ఫొటోస్ తీయాలి, అరే కెమెరా చేతికి ఉంది అంటే ఖచ్చితంగా లైక్ అరే దిస్ ఇస్ లుకింగ్ గుడ్, ఐ విల్ జస్ట్ క్యాప్చర్ ఇట్.
वो फोटोज सबसे रैंडम चुन के दिखाए हैं मेरे. यूजुअली मेरे जितने भी इससे पहले एग्जिबिट रहे हैं, they were to do with themes, certain subjects, and they were a lot of the times to do with a concert or a dance event. Sometimes street photography. आज के में I was talking to Chandini. She told कोई थीम नहीं है, तो मैंने कहा तो फिर I'll break the pattern. I won't have any theme. There won't be any connection between one photograph or the other. तो मैंने बस 6 चुने जो मुझे पसंद आते हैं, जहाँ there is no pressure of me having to make a series. मेरा ये था कि एक का दूसरे के साथ कोई संबंध नहीं है. मैंने पिछले 2 साल में मेरी फेवरेट फोटोग्राफ्स कौन सी निकाली हैं वो खींच के लगाई. लेकिन उसमें भी अगर आप देखेंगे 2 photographs are some behind the scenes of dancers, क्योंकि eventually most of my photographs happen to be of dancers. So one of them which I particularly really love is dancer ने अपना concert खत्म कर लिया, दूसरे dancer stage पे हैं और ये dancer audience में बैठ के देख रहे हैं. That for me among all is my most favorite photograph.
I don't plan photographs basically. So camera will be with me every time wherever I go. So whenever I look at something, if I get connected to it, I just click that picture. If it comes out good, that's a piece of cake. So I'm quite nervous and enjoying it at the same time.
బేసిక్ ఏంటంటే ఆ క్యారెక్టర్ గురించి, అంటే ఒక ఇంపోజిషన్, ఆవిడ ఎలాంటి యాటిట్యూడ్, ఆవిడ ఆ సురభి అనేది, అంటే ఆ ఫోటో స్టోరీ చూస్తే మీకు ఆ సీక్వెన్స్ ఆఫ్ ఫొటోస్ చూస్తే మొత్తం అర్థమవుతుంది. అంటే షీ ఫీల్ దట్ ఆవిడ సోలు, ఆవిడ బాడీ, ఎవ్రీథింగ్ కూడా ఇట్స్ రిలేటెడ్ విత్ ద గాడ్ అన్నట్టుగా. అంటే ఇట్స్ బియాండ్ థింకింగ్ అంటారు కదా అట్లా. సో ఆవిడ రెడీ అయ్యేదైనా కానీ ఫర్ సమ్ పర్పస్ను రిలేటెడ్ ద గాడ్. ఆవిడ స్నానం చేస్తుందంటే రిలేటెడ్, అంటే అదే ఇంకా సోల్, బాడీ, ఎవ్రీథింగ్ బిలాంగ్స్ టు ద గాడ్. హీ వాంట్, అంటే ఆవిడ ఆ శరీరాన్ని, ఆ మనస్సుని మొత్తం కూడా దేవుడికి అర్పిస్తుంది అన్న ఒక స్ట్రాటజీ ఆఫ్ థింగ్. ఆ పిక్చర్ చూసినా కానీ మీరు అంటే ఆ మల్లెపూలు పట్టుకొని యూ కెన్ సీ లాట్ ఆఫ్ ఫీల్ ఇన్ అవర్ ఐస్, అంటే ఆ తన్మయత్వాన్ని చూడొచ్చు.
So YogiBear itself is an old company. Like the company was 15 years old. It used to be a children's oriented company, which my mom used to run. That company now I have rebranded, taken over and converted into a kind of a cultural community for adults. Basically my mom's tagline for it is that if she built it for children and now her children grew up, so now her daughter is just building for a playground for adults, kind of what she likes saying about it. The other plan that we are working towards is launching a music label, so getting a lot of musicians on board and building that. That's absolute immediate plan. Like the next 3 months are going to go in that. After that, sky's the limit. Depends on who opens doors for us at which point.